without meat, without blood to sustain their breath. The entire pride will slowly perish on this arid land. And before them is a lone old elephant, separated from its kind, with no support, no escape. A dangerous opportunity, but also the last chance for survival. The old male lion turns to look at the pride, his eyes giving a silent command. The pride silently disperses, beginning to encircle the tired, moving elephant. Hunger slows reason, but doesn't dim the hunting instinct. A battle of life and death is about to begin. Not just a confrontation between predator and prey, but a battle between the pride of the species and the last limits of survival. The old elephant continues to move, completely unaware that it is becoming the target of the lurking shadows from all directions. The lions begin to deploy their familiar tactic, an arc slowly closing, forming an encirclement. 3 lionesses approach from behind, 2 weave to the sides, and the old male lion with a younger male move to the front, blocking the escape route. Their steps are light, slow, and rhythmic, as if harmonizing with the suffocating wind of the parched savanna. The elephant raises its head and immediately stops. By a deep instinct, it senses something unusual in the air. Its trunk swings back and forth, gently whipping the air, as if searching for an invisible threat. Its huge ears spread wide, listening intently. A short roar echoes, not to threaten. The lions stop for a moment. They understand that a vigilant elephant will be many times harder to take down. But hunger has eroded hesitation. One of the slender but agile lionesses suddenly lunges forward, attempting to seize luck with a bite to the elephant's front leg. The bold but naive attack. The elephant roars, twisting its body, its trunk whipping hard like a steel whip hitting the lioness flank. It flies several meters, whimpering in shock. But that very action ignites the bloodlust in the pride. The others roar, lunging one by one, trying to close in from all sides. The lions stop for a moment. They understand that a vigilant elephant will be many times harder to take down. Each of the elephant's attacks carries tons of force, capable of instant death if it hits. But the lions do not retreat. A young male lion leaps onto the elephant's back, claws digging into its thick skin, trying to climb higher to reach its neck. The elephant roars in pain, rolling to one side, slamming its body to the ground, trying to shake off the beast clinging to its back. Blood has begun to drip to the ground, bright red on the dry, yellow grass. This is no longer a normal hunt. This is a test of the final limits, between a lone old beast fighting for its last breath, and a pride of lions blindly rushing in despite the danger. The elephant's echoing roar across the savanna. A wild and ancient sound startles a flock of birds, sending them flying from the leafy bushes. The young male lion is thrown from the elephant's back, landing on the ground with a heavy thud, rolling a few times. Lying still for a moment, gasping for breath. Blood from the scratch on its shoulder stains the yellow dust red. But none have retreated. Hunger has dulled the pain. All remain steadfast with a single goal: to bring down the elephant before they themselves collapse from exhaustion. A lioness lunges from the left flank, quick as lightning, biting the elephant's knee. The elephant roars, staggering for a moment. Immediately, 2 others seize the opportunity to close in. One aims for the tail, the other leaps onto its flank, fixing on the weak point that the first lioness had exposed. Blood splatters, growls, angry roars, and heavy breaths mingle into a chaotic death song in the parched desert. Yet the Asian elephant does not fall. It turns again, frantically whipping its trunk, thrusting its tusks, stomping with all the remaining strength in its 3-ton body. A lion is trampled, whimpering tragically, its hind leg broken. Blood from the elephant's belly spreads on the ground, but the lion's blood also stains patches of dry grass. The old male lion stands still from a distance, observing. He doesn't rush in like the young ones. Old and experienced, he knows this battle will require cruel patience. His golden eyes follow each of the elephant's blows, each wound on the pride. He growls softly, a silent command. The remaining lions temporarily retreat, the circle tightening, waiting for the elephant to weaken further. It seems the elephant intends to retreat, a fleeting weakness, but a sign that awakens the entire pride from their fatigue. The elephant's strength remains, but with each passing minute, blood flows. Its breathing becomes heavier. The scratches, bites, claws, and fangs seem to be doing the work of time, slowly eroding the lone giant. The afternoon sun casts long shadows on the ground. The elephant's shadow trembles, staggering like a symbol of the last endurance of an old warrior. But on the other side, the 7 shadows remain. Though injured, though tired, their eyes still gleam with a desire for survival more intense than death itself.
And then, a new wave of attack begins, this time all charging in. A final battle, whose outcome will decide who falls.
Under that afternoon sun, this attack is no longer a probe. The 7 lions, despite their injuries, charge simultaneously from all directions. Claws tear through the elephant's skin, fangs sink deep into the remaining soft spots after tens of minutes of combat. Of an old warrior. But on the other side, the 7 shadows remain. But they don't stop. They've gone too far to turn back. The old elephant staggers, but it doesn't run. Though blood flows, though one front leg begins to tremble unsteadily, but in its blurred eyes, obscured by dust and blood, there is still the light of indomitability. It cannot run, not because it is weak, but because it knows. Turning its back is certain death. With the last strength of a creature that once led its entire herd in its prime, the elephant rises, towering like a living, moving wall. It roars to the sky, slamming its entire weight. A lion is crushed under its feet, its body writhing before lying motionless. The pride is no longer proud predators, but tired ghosts silently retreating from the battle. Blood stains their ragged fur, their breathing is ragged, their eyes still gleam with regret and hunger. They don't whimper, they don't growl, they just silently turn away, each heavy step leaving a mark on the cracked, dry ground. The old male lion looks back one last time. The elephant still stands there, its body trembling, blood dripping but not falling. There is nothing left to contend for. This defeat is not due to weakness, but because the opponent is too resilient. The pride gradually disappears in the fading light of day, carrying with them unquenched hunger and a lesson about the limits of instinct. On the dry savanna, each crack like an open wound in the earth. The sky is scorching, the ground dusty under tired feet. Mother elephant leads her calf through a sun-drenched expanse with no shade. For days, they haven't found a drop of water. The small calf occasionally stumbles, its eyes dry, mouth open, gasping for breath. The mother elephant keeps walking, looking at her calf. Whenever it slows, she extends her long trunk, like a gentle yet anxious urging. No time to rest, no strength left to turn back. They must keep going, no matter what lies ahead. If they stop in this wilderness, it's very likely to be the last time they stand. The mother elephant clearly feels her steps growing heavier, but she doesn't allow herself to fall. Because beside her is her precious calf, still needing to live. Suddenly, a faint, cool breeze enters her nostrils. The mother elephant stops, raises her head, lifts her trunk high into the air, taking a deep breath. The smell of water, a faint, very subtle but clearly real, moist scent, A low rumble emanates from the mother elephant's throat, not loud, but enough to make the staggering calf immediately raise its head, its eyes gleaming with a faint hope. Without hesitation, the mother and calf elephants trot, then accelerate. Dry grass crunches under. And then, in the middle of the long, dry riverbed, a small stream of cool water still flows. The calf rushes forward first, quickly drinking. The mother elephant also bends down for a few sips, but her eyes never leave her surroundings. Because in the middle of the dry season, water is more precious than gold. And where there is water, there might be predators waiting. Just as the calf is still drinking its first sips of water, in its life after days of exhaustion, a powerful roar echoes from the edge of the forest across the dry riverbed. The sound makes the water surface ripple gently and makes the mother elephant's entire body tense instantly. She raises her head, her large ears spread wide like two fans catching the wind, her eyes quickly scanning towards the source of the sound. A golden shadow flashes past like lightning, then another. In an instant, muscular, agile figures appear before them. A pride of nearly 10 lions is charging from the bushes, their eyes bloodthirsty and hungry. They too have been tracking the scent of water.
In the dry season, not only herbivores but also predators are pushed to their limits.
That small stream of water, though shallow, is still what can sustain life. But between life and instinct, the pride of lions chooses to attack.
They don't need to ambush, don't need to stalk. The instinct of thirst overrides all tactics. They charge straight towards the mother and calf elephants like a fierce sandstorm. The lead lion, large, with a thick mane, sharp claws, lunges straight towards the calf. Its intention clear, to push it away from the water's edge, to claim the position first.
The others immediately fan out, encircling from both sides. Dust flies up. The calf is startled, its eyes wide with terror, stopping and retreating a few steps towards its mother. Before it can understand what's happening, it sees its mother step forward, standing firm like a wall blocking between itself and the fierce beasts.
The mother elephant lets out a long trumpet, the sound echoing, heavy, across the land.
The mother elephant roars fiercely. The sound reverberates in the air like thunder tearing through the sky and earth. Her large ears spread wide,
shaking violently like two furious fans. She stomps her feet hard on the ground, dust flying,
then raises her trunk high into the air in an ultimate threatening posture. That sight makes the lions hesitate.
They didn't expect the mother elephant to fight back so fiercely. Even though surrounded and seemingly alone, hunger makes them not retreat. A lean but agile lioness from the left suddenly lunges.
In an instant, it aims for the calf's leg, hoping to land a fatal bite to scare off the mother elephant or drag the calf away. But the mother elephant's reaction is lightning fast. She spins in an inch, her powerful trunk swings up, whipping straight at the lioness's body. A dry thud echoes. The others begin to move around, gently, gracefully, trying to find a blind spot in the mother elephant's defense. But the elephant does not leave its position. It continuously turns, keeping its back towards the waters.
The space suddenly becomes suffocating. The dry, hot air grows heavier. Each heavy step of the mother making the earth tremble. The pride occasionally tries to lunge from one side, but they are all pushed back.
Each whip of the mother elephant's trunk carries the strength of a lifetime of protection. The battle is no longer just a test of strength,
but a relentless struggle between the will to survive and the hunting instinct. The mother elephant has begun to sweat profusely,
each breath becoming heavier and more urgent. Each trunk whip, each turn to strike back, consumes a lot of energy, but it still doesn't retreat. Behind it is its precious calf, still needing to live. In front is the thirsty and bloodthirsty enemy. The pride of lions also doesn't give up. They take turns closing in, like a well-oiled hunting machine. One aims for the hind leg. Another waits for an opportunity from behind. Then suddenly, a young, brave, and reckless male lion charges straight onto the mother elephant's back. Sharp claws scratch the thick skin, leaving a long, red mark. Blood begins to soak the elephant's back, dripping onto the sun-baked ground. The mother elephant roars, this time a roar of pain. But it doesn't fall. Instead, it